morning, everybody. I can see that some people are joining. I'm sure that we'll have a lot of people joining again in the coming minutes. Maybe we'll start now, Tony, with the welcome note, please.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Tony. I'm the founder of Telecom Group and the CEO of Trace Media International. I'm glad to welcome you all to our first webinar in 2023. In this presentation, we'll be discussing the very popular trending topic of the cloud in Saudi Arabia. I'm certain everyone will take away valuable information and insight from today's discussion between our esteemed speaker, the engaging moderator from Zain, Saudi Arabia, and from Alibaba Cloud. Let me sign off for now and wish you all a very good day. Now it's over to you, Elias, and thank you very much for moderating this session for us.
Thank you, Tony, and thank you, Telecom Review, for the opportunity, and welcome again, everyone. So let me introduce myself. I'm Elias Saab, the Chief Commercial Officer of Sofrecom. Sofrecom is the consulting and engineering group of Orange Group. I guess everyone knows Orange. We are present in the Middle East since 2007, and we have two main branches in Dubai and in Riyadh. I would like to welcome also our panelists, Engineer Saad A, Chief Business and Wholesale Officer at Zain KSA, and Yi Lian, CMO of META region and hybrid cloud of Alibaba. He is replacing Daniel Young. Sorry for this last-minute change, but I'm sure that Yi will definitely replace Daniel well. So I would like to start with an overview of the panel, and then we'll move to the Q&A session. Let me start with a quick introduction. So Saudi Arabia is quickly advancing its 5G network deployment to deliver a world-class 5G experiences that support the Saudi Vision 2030, transforming the kingdom into a digital economy hub. As a leading telecom operator in the kingdom, Zain KSA is spearheading cloud transformation with its strategic partner, Alibaba Cloud, to give international businesses the best opportunity to build their brands and offer their products and services in the kingdom. To get a perspective on the pace of cloud adoption, leading IT research has projected total worldwide end-user spending on public cloud services to reach a record of $592 billion in 2023. The cloud is what's happening now and what brings us here today. So without further ado, let's dive right into the conversation initiated by Telecom Review virtual panel platform. We hope to better understand the various opportunities, challenges, and best practices in the cloud sector and explore how global businesses can partner with Zain KSA and its strategic partner Alibaba Cloud to benefit from their industry-leading expertise in the Saudi market. Towards the end of the discussion, we will initiate a poll that will flash on your screen, and you can then submit your answers or announce the results before opening the floor to questions from the audience. I would now like to call upon the panelists to briefly introduce themselves and tell us about their respective role in the companies, after which we'll proceed with the questions. Engineer Said, if you can start by introducing yourself, please.
Thank you very much, Elias, for the introduction, and thank you very much, Tony, as well, for the introduction. My name is Saad A. I'm managing the enterprise department. I'm the chief of B2B and wholesale department as well, where we can look for both the enterprise inside the country and the wholesale business, which is the relationship between the international operators and the international corporate as well. We are trying to focus today on the enterprise side and mainly the cloud, and our success story that we did on the cloud investment that we did it 3-4 years ago. And I will try, Elias, to be straightforward, direct to the point on the questions, because I think the value will be at the end on the Q&A and on the questions that we are expecting from our participants as well. So I will leave the floor for you. Thank you very much for the invitation and for hosting us as well.
Thank you, Saad. Yi? Please, if you can introduce yourself.
Yeah, hello everyone. My name is Yi Lian, and I've been working in Alibaba Cloud for more than 5 years. And but I just joined Alibaba Cloud Middle East team not long time ago. So it's my honor to be invited to this webinar. And I also see a really huge potential and opportunities in Saudi as well, especially when we joined the LEAP exhibition last week. I think it's just at the beginning of this month. So we can see that Saudi market is now going more and more popular. So I'm willing here to represent Alibaba Cloud to give everyone the confidence that Alibaba Cloud will be always here to support all the SaaS partners and also the customers to get on board on this digitalization trend. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Lee. So let's move to the questions now. Engineer Saad, Saudi Arabia is aiming to build its rising digital ecosystem as part of its Vision 2030. We talked already about it. What can you tell us about the value it is bringing to the ICT ecosystem, and how is Zain Cloud involved in this?
Thank you, Elias. As you know, Saudi Arabia is focusing a lot on the ICT market, and we can see Saudi is booming on focusing on the ICT, and we can see that we are one of the largest investment and largest focus on MENA region, and all the investment that we can see, and especially on the ICT sector, it is estimated to be over 30 billion USD. So it's not something small, it's not something that we don't see. Also, how this is linked to the vision, because one of the main pillars, definitely we hear about it and you hear about it, of the Saudi Vision 2030 is the digital transformation. So the digital transformation is one of the main pillars. When we talk about the digital transformation, there are multiple items will come to fulfill the digital transformation in order to take us to the vision. So it's a hierarchy that we can see on country and the movement toward this vision. So the government recently initiated, we all hear about it, which is the cloud first policy, which focus mainly on the data localization and data residency to avoid any data migration outside the country, because the data recently and nowadays, as you know, it's a very sensitive information that we have to put it in a vault, and we have to make sure that it is secured, and it's all about the data access and penetration. So therefore, we as Zain KSA, we invested in the cloud business 3-4 years ago with Alibaba. We started our relationship with them, and our aim was very clear to build the local node with geo-redundancy, multiple nodes in Saudi. So we built one in Riyadh and one in Jeddah. And mainly we are offering all the available solutions like the SaaS, the software as a service, and we provide the infrastructure as a service as well. And we provide the platform as a service. On top of that, why we are doing all of that? Because we are committed to add value to our customer. We want to reduce costs, we want to improve the performance, increase the customer agility as well. We want to allow the business to focus and the customer to focus on their core competencies, and this will help them to achieve a great success and their vision and KPI as well.
Crystal clear. This marketplace offers an array of safe and reliable Saudi-based computing services. Engineer Saad, can you give us some details regarding the SaaS packages and other benefits the marketplace provides? You're talking that you're providing a lot of let's say, offers to your end customers. Can you please develop about it?
Wow, it's a wide question, but I will try to summarize it as much as possible. Our vision, as we mentioned, we have the 3 offerings, which is the IaaS, the PaaS, and the SaaS. But to be honest with you, our vision is the SaaS. There are less operator providing and cloud providers in country providing SaaS. Everybody is focusing on IaaS and PaaS. We do IaaS and PaaS, but the SaaS is the niche market that we think it's a good to do it with our partnership with Alibaba. And even recently, the event that we did last September in Copenhagen, we were we initiated the Go Saudi project, trying to push the partners and the supplier and the vendor to come to Saudi and start leveraging in our portfolio to offer to the market. So we offer the SaaS to multiple level of size of the customers, from the large enterprise, from the government, from SME, SOHO. So we have multiple offering to fit the size of each customer and company. So our development team, they start working on this vision, and they start working definitely not alone. We are working with the top partners in the world, and the ISV, the independent software vendors as well, that we attract them to come and work with us in general. So we do this, and we do the state-of-art SaaS with this partnership with them. We do the offering definitely over our cloud with different flavors, different package. The most important thing to meet the customer demand. And yeah, sorry.
Sorry, excuse me to interrupt. So you're covering all the companies from SMEs to multinational companies.
Exactly. So not only multinational, international, SME, SOHO, also the governmental entities. So every segment, every size, we have certain product to serve them, certain with certain partner as well, looking after this sector. So for every sector, we have a certain partner to fulfill the requirements. We are hearing a lot from the customer. We are trying to meet the customer demand and requirements. So for example, the examples that come to my mind, because we got it initiated from one of the customers as a demand, which is one of the customers and wants to have everything in one solution, all in one solution. So we created something called Business in a Box, where we have the mail as a service. We call it Zain Mail. We have ERB as a service. We have Zain Drive. We have Zain Calls, which is the collaboration for the employee and outside. We do also smart attendance for the customers, for different type of customers, different levels of customers, where you can do all the attendance through a mobile application. So while we are doing this, we found lots of demand from the market for such services, for such product. Definitely, we are not developing this alone, and we are not developing this in-house. We are doing all of that with partners. The all-in-one solution, yes, we saw there is a huge demand on that, and the customer is looking for that because they want to streamline their operations and improve the efficiency and productivity, and leave this job to outsource it to us with our strong partners.
But what I can see that not only you have solution, but you also adapt sometimes your solution to the customer's request. So you are totally agile to adapt.
We call it customization. This is why we are looking for a strong partner. The response should be in no time to our customers.
That's really amazing. Thank you. So definitely the success of Saudi Arabia has been seen and recognized globally. You can see it everywhere. However, countries that wish to mirror this success have some time to overcome some regulatory setbacks. How can you, as Zain Cloud, you can help global companies to navigate the national cybersecurity and data regulation compliance processes?
Yes, this is normal everywhere, in every country. But if you are outside, you feel that it is something not easy, and it is something impossible or not easy to achieve if you are not taking the right path. So in Saudi, and as we mentioned in the first question, I think, we talked about the first cloud policy, that the country, based on the vision and the digital transformation, they cannot reach it without having this cloud first policy regulation. The main thing, if you ask me about the cloud, and for our participant who is not aware about this cloud first policy regulation, it's very simple. It's about having all the data in country, and including everything, IaaS, PaaS, SaaS, everything should be in country for mainly the government and the large corporation. And they have different tiers for the corporate. And the aim is to reach even for the SME and the SOHO, to have everything in the country. The main The main regulator regarding those points, who's overseeing such requirements and such achievements of certification, is our TRA, where we call it in Saudi the Commission, CST, the Commission Space and Technology Commission, and the NCA, the National Cybersecurity Authority. All of them, they have established a classification framework for all the cloud providers to ensure the safety of the data, as we mentioned, and the localization in country. So they have different tiers. They have Class A, Class B, Class C. Thanks God, recently, alhamdulillah, we reached Class C, and we got the highest certification, which is the highest certification in country from both, from CST and from NCA. They do regular visits. They do regular checkup. So they don't just award the certification and that's all. Part of the certification, all the other certificates will be part of that. So if you reach Class C, rest assured that you have all the ISOs, for example, you have all the needed certification to provide your services to the government and large enterprise, and to meet the regulatory framework requirements. The good thing here, all of our global and regional partners that we are trying to attract them definitely can benefit from our reliable and secure services in no time, with seamless delivery, highest standards for this data security and privacy. They can leverage on this Class C highest certification that we have it. So we control this infrastructure, and they can put whatever SaaS offering models that they have on top of that, and we can go direct to the market together.
Okay, this is definitely confirms how Saudi is advanced and how you are coping with the market and offering like really advanced also solutions to your local customers. That is really amazing. And definitely on this, you are also relying on your big partner, Alibaba, here present with us. So Mrs. Lee, how important is the relationship between Zain and Alibaba Cloud in maximizing the potential of the cooperation of the product that you are offering?
Thank you, Elias. I think for us, Alibaba Cloud, I'm not sure that does everyone know about Alibaba Cloud, so maybe I will give everyone an introduction about Alibaba Cloud. We started in 2019, and as of today, we have 86 availability zones in 28 Alibaba Cloud regions. And also, we are the third cloud service provider of, according to Gartner's, we are the third cloud service provider. And on Alibaba Cloud Marketplace, there are more than 2,000 technical partners in different categories. So nowadays, the Saudi market is becoming more and more popular, especially in tech industries. More and more investment goes to digital transformation of both public and private sectors of Saudi Arabia. So we see the dramatically opportunities of technology partners, especially SaaS vendors in Saudi Arabia. So it is the time to pave the road and lead technology partners to Saudi Arabia. Zain Cloud is now powered by Alibaba Apsara Stack, launched on 8th March 2020. This year is the 4th year of Zain Cloud go live. So how important is the partnership with Alibaba Cloud and Zain Cloud? I think Zain Cloud is focused on partners with SaaS vendors. With very flexible cooperations with SaaS vendors, Zain Cloud business growing rapidly. So we are glad to see Zain Cloud business is developing very well and expansion to the second data center in Jeddah. So we are happy, and it's our honor to work together with Zain Cloud with our Apsara stacks to empower together in the Saudi Arabia market. With the Apsara stacks, Zain Cloud provide the same stable and secure, scalable service provider service as Alibaba Cloud public cloud. So Alibaba Cloud, ECS, OSS, and RDS, and SLB, and much more products is also offered to Zain Cloud. Also, there is a Chinese maintenance service team sit in Zain office to support the troubleshooting, and also technically Zain is easy for Chinese technical partners to bring their solutions to Saudi Arabia. So with the partnership, I think Zain Cloud is one of the most successful customer case study for SaaS partners. So we can establish a very good example for other SaaS partners to go Saudi or go globally. And also we are willing to help all the SaaS partners like Zain to go to the market. So it's also looking forward to more and more SaaS partners like Zain to work together with us, and also more and more ISVs that can utilize or leverage Alibaba Cloud services and also Zain's platform to empower their business.
Thank you, Yi. We can see definitely the importance of this global partnership between Zain and Alibaba, and I definitely wish you a lot of additional customers and to expand this partnership. Moving now forward, Saad, the total size of the metaverse market was pegged at $100 billion in 2022, and it's definitely growing in 2023. How can Zain Cloud and Alibaba help international companies tap into this market in KSA?
Elias, metaverse is trending nowadays. So you hear it everywhere. You listen about it everywhere. So we are not far away, and we are looking at it, to be honest with you. It is something, it is touching our offering, touching our cloud, touching our day-to-day operation and business. So definitely when Zain Cloud with Alibaba, we offer the international companies and the partners a strategic opportunity. They can read it in the social media, they can read it in your newspaper, they can read it in all the articles talking about Saudi. It is a great opportunity to tap into Saudi. As you mentioned, Saudi, it's growing rapidly in the metaverse market. As you mentioned, the numbers as well, we have a big portion of that. So we are attracting them to tap in, to jump with us using the partnership model that we use. We believe in the partnership model. We do a win-win partnership. We don't deal with our partner as a supplier or vendor. All of our treatment is based on a partnership model, and it's a win-win for everybody. Currently, we have more than 25 to 30, something like this, SaaS provider from international companies, regional, local, national, regional, east, west, from everywhere. Different flavor, different type of services, and we are attracting the others to come and to leverage on this strong open stack, strong cloud computing infrastructure that we invested on it for the past 3-4 years. We have the technical expertise, we have the market access, data localized, regulatory framework, as we mentioned in the previous point. So the international partners, ISV, everybody can enter the market of KSA with the strong confidence. They can achieve the success in this high potential area and industry. Also, I don't want to forget also to put the light and emphasize on the strong infrastructure, not only on the cloud. As you know, infrastructure, when we talk about infrastructure, we have the telecom infrastructure and we have the normal cloud provider. We merged both. We are a telecom operator, so we have the access point and the radio point on supporting our partners to leverage on that. So we have the cloud provider, but on top of that, we have a strong infrastructure in terms of last mile to the customer, in terms of fiber, in terms of 5G. We invested a lot on the 5G network. We launched our 5G network back in 2019. And when we launched the 5G network on October exactly 2019, it was the third largest 5G network in the world, and it was the biggest 5G network on the region. So our footprint is something that we keep investing on that. And we know that this will complement a lot our box, which is the cloud. So it's not only cloud without having the last mile, without having the strong infrastructure. No, it's sitting on top of a very strong network technology, where such technology needed for large scale metaverse rollout, as you mentioned, which is, since we talk about metaverse rollout, so we are talking about, and on top of that, which is, and including also the IoT, the machine learning, the data analytics, VR, IoT, and everything.
So you have all the pillars to enable the development of new technology.
Exactly, you summarize it.
Great. Thank you. So,
and we keep investing on that. Sorry, Elias. So it's not only having the pillars, and it is very important to us to keep it up to date as well.
Either on mobile, on fixed network, and definitely on the cloud basis.
Exactly.
Okay, thank you. So please tell us about Zain KSA Accelerator program in terms of research and development for rolling out cloud services in a record time to market.
It's all about time to market, as you mentioned, Elias. We focus a lot on this time to market. So this is why we are looking for, we are pushing the agility, and we are trying to have the strong partner. So in our cloud, we really understand how critical this aspect, which is time to market, and how important is this to our customer. So therefore, we have, let's say, 2 to 3 stages. We started the first stage of this program that we call the Accelerator program. We focus on the cloud assessment and deployment, following by the cybersecurity assessment, which is very important nowadays from the regulatory point of view. We have enhanced this process a lot with ready template, ready to be signed, the template ready, the governance is there. So we don't launch without having a strong governance. So the template is ready for this marketplace. We call it the marketplace agreement with our partners. It's not only SaaS, it's a marketplace as well. So we linked both all together to make it ready, and the contribution of each party is ready as well. The responsibility matrix is also ready. After that, which we call the second stage, we work closely with our partners after signing those agreements and marketplace, and we know exactly the type of a product, and we know what to do. So we work again closely with the partners after fulfilling all the security, cybersecurity, all the needed, to define the comprehensive go-to-market, because the go-to-market strategy is something very important to define the level, the targeted customer, and the value proposition that you have. And the good thing here, our partner can leverage in our direct and indirect strong sales channels. So we have a sales force, we have a people on the ground, we have a people directly, indirectly, a telesale. We have all the type of sales to make the product easy to be achieved and easy to be offered on the market, as well as definitely providing the technical support on top of that, the pre-sale, and we don't forget definitely the after-sale support as well.
You said you have around 30 partners globally on that part. Yeah. So all those partners leverage from your network, your sales network, your let's say fixed network, your mobile network, to offer their product to the market, right?
Exactly.
And Alibaba, of course, is supporting on the cloud part, where they have also people in-house to help you in the day-to-day operation.
Yes, as mentioned by Lee, yes, the people on the ground that we are having, because of the restriction and the security that all the data should be on country, so the people. So this is why, Elias, they are in country in our offices with our team, engaged, onboarding the partners and the customers as well.
Okay.
To make sure that no one is managing this outside the country.
Of course, and we know now security is becoming cybersecurity is becoming more and more important, especially recently. So it's very important to have all the data in the country, definitely.
Exactly.
Especially when it comes to deal with also government entities. Even though B2B are very keen to have like a very protected network, but government entities is definitely they want to have the data in the country and not outside, comparing what we saw recently worldwide, etc.
Exactly, okay. And they're asking a lot about the localization. They do random checkup. They do all the necessary scenarios, requested scenarios. And on top of that, it's not only the government entity and the large corporation. The NCA, the National Cybersecurity Authority, they do such frequent visit, and they know exactly our customers. So they have a database of the customers to make sure that everything is within the country, everything is controlled. And by the way, this is something very important. NCA, we have the agreement with them to provide the support in, God forbid, if we have a breach, or even for our customer, not from our cloud. So even if the partner is here and we have a breach, God forbid, for any one of the customers, NCA, they provide the services because we are certified, we are under their umbrella. So we leverage a lot on that support that we are getting from the National Cybersecurity Authority as well.
Of course, of course. So now talking about your customers, about the different companies, how Zain Cloud could help companies in driving innovation in their products and services locally in the Saudi market?
When we talked previously about the 5G, I think this gives indication on how we are keen on Zain Cloud and Zain KSA, and how we believe on this innovation and the power of this innovation and collaboration to drive the success. We don't do it alone. It's without collaboration and the right innovative partner, you cannot reach the customer, you cannot convince the customer. So our development team, they work closely with all the partners that we are having, and we onboard them to understand the needs of the market and to ensure also the service are always offering value. We create value to the customer. We do change, and this is why we talk a lot about the customization, because even if you provide state-of-art offering to the customer, still the other customer, they have their own needs, they need the customization, so they have to be up to the level of such innovation and open for modification and customization to the customer. The customer is looking, as you mentioned before, if we don't provide increase and enhance the performance of the customer and the agility, it's not easy to attract. Also, recently we start focusing, and everybody start focusing on the cost optimization. Cost optimization will not come alone. Cost optimization, it is coming with the time to market, as we mentioned. So the cost of optimization is aligned with our vision for the time to market. That zero time to market, it's almost there, delivery in no time, and the support, the 24/7 support, the high standard SLA. So without offering this to the customers, it's not easy to put yourself among the top leaders on the country.
And definitely a cloud infrastructure helps enabling the customization for each and every customer.
Yes, exactly, 100%.
Okay, so please tell us about how you can facilitate the evolving go-to-market and channel ecosystem, as well as marketing strategy and analysis that is relevant in the Saudi market.
It's all about the ecosystem. Thank you very much for mentioning this word, because it is the other word of metaverse, we call it here, the ecosystem. The customer, they want to see a full ecosystem. So the go-to-market and this channel ecosystem in Saudi market, in our market, we can see that it's already, and this is our approach, to be honest with you, to focus on, to help the customer. This is part of our go-to-market, the market research, the digital marketing, the customer engagement, being very close to the customer, having a very effective channel partnership, regardless if it is direct or indirect, make sure that the marketing and you have a localized marketing as well. We have conducted comprehensive market research. We tried it, we do it, and we did it recently with the new technologies. So we don't say big data, for example, or data analytics, and we don't use it. So we have conducted comprehensive research powered by this data analytics. We want to perform a marketing strategy and the strong position of our SaaS offering to the market. We want to do it in a competitive, it's a very competitive landscape, and we want to have this strong partnership with the international player and as well as the local players that we are having them in country.
So when you talk about ecosystem, of course, you include all the partners that you were talking about.
This is why we talked a lot about attracting the partners, because I think we spent the past 30 minutes talking about things. It is 100% related to the go-to-market and the ecosystem. Ecosystem is the success, is the secret.
Yeah, definitely. Totally agree with you. So we talked a lot about security. Cybersecurity remains a key concern for cloud players for various reasons, and we all know them. So what are the key areas that Zain Cloud is addressing to tackle this global concern? Not only, of course, in the Saudi market, but we know that it's a global concern worldwide, but definitely in the Saudi market, how you are tackling this concern?
We have to make sure that we are following the highest global standards. So even for the international partners, it's easy for them. We are not applying standards which is applied only in Saudi. The standard that we are applying is a global standard. So it's we already mentioned how we are working closely with our partners to set up such mandatory technologies to meet the cybersecurity standard. Yes, we recognize this importance of the cybersecurity solution. So we don't see it as a mandate from authority. We see it as part of our day-to-day business, which is very important. And we start believing with that. It's in our DNA, and we are also delivering this message to both the partners and the customers. Some of the customers, they don't believe on that. Some of the customers, they think that we are exaggerating when we talk about the cybersecurity and how it's very important. So this cybersecurity, and we come back to the digital transformation. So 100% it's linked in driving the digital transformation, because you cannot push especially the governmental services to go on public and to go digital and make everything easy, because the quality of life is one of the main pillars as well on the Saudi Vision 2030. Without having the cybersecurity, you cannot fulfill the pillars, you cannot fulfill the vision. So digital transformation, back again to the first point that we mentioned about our vision for the digital transformation, it's linked 100% with the cybersecurity. It's playing a key role in prioritizing the protection of such sensitive information and asset. If it is a company asset or information or even personal information. Finally, yes, we confirm that we adhere to a strict cybersecurity framework, which is in line with, as we mentioned, the global standard, which is for sure, definitely it's involving the continuous monitoring, the visits that we are having from the regulatory authority, make sure that we have the regular updates of the infrastructure, the security infrastructure. And at the end, we have to have the close collaboration with the industry experts and partners locally and international as well.
Definitely. And we have seen a lot of cyber attacks in all the countries. And cyber attacks are definitely creating loss in huge loss in revenues and sometimes at government entities, etc. So we can see it now starting from, let's say, Europe, Western countries, that a lot of companies are enhancing, like, let's say, the access of their data. That's why providing as an operator, as a global cloud provider, definitely cybersecurity should be at the center of what you are offering.
100%.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Engineer Saad.
Thank you.
Mrs. Lee, any comment on what we said globally on cloud and cybersecurity?
The global strategy on the cloud. Hello?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So I think from Alibaba Cloud, the perspective, I think what we can do is we can share. What I can share is I can share some of our the how to go to the market for those ISPs. So I think Alibaba Cloud offers a range of solutions and services that IT service provider can leverage to go to market. And there are some steps that the ISP can follow to go to the market with Alibaba Cloud. These are just some tips or suggestions for those ISPs they want to go to cloud. They want to go to the market. First of all, I think for those ISPs, they can understand the market. It is essential to understand the market, customers, and their needs before developing any software. And Alibaba Cloud offers a range of solutions and services, including data analytics, security, and networking. So it is vital to align your software with your customer needs. And the second one, for those ISPs, I think once you have identified customer needs, it is time to develop a software that can meet those needs. Alibaba Cloud provides various of tools and services for developers, including APIs and SDKs, which can help those ISPs to develop a software quickly and efficiently. And after developing the software, it is crucial to test it thoroughly to ensure it meets customer needs and performance where on Alibaba Cloud. So you can use Alibaba Cloud's testing and optimizing services to identify and fix any issues. So the list on the Alibaba Cloud market, once the software is ready, you can list it on Alibaba Cloud Marketplace. And Alibaba Cloud Marketplace is a platform where customers can discover and purchase software solutions. By listing your software on Alibaba Cloud Marketplace, you can reach a wide audience and leverage Alibaba Cloud's marketing channels. And the last one, I think you have to leverage Alibaba Cloud's partner network. Alibaba has a large partner network that including distributors, resellers, and system integrators. So you can leverage this network to expand your reach and sell your software to a broader customer base.
Okay, thank you, Yi. Engineer Saad, before moving to the Q&A session, anything to add from your side? Any comments?
We cannot do it alone. The market is huge. The exposure in country is huge. The country is moving with lots of giga projects. I'm sure the whole world hears about the giga projects that we are working on. The giga projects that we are working and we hear about it and it's ongoing. It's multiple of kilometers of development and they are developing metaverse, data analytics, machine learning, AI, IoT, and all of them, they are looking to have it on a cloud. So it's not anymore on-prem because the data demand is huge. If you don't have the right computing elements, it's not easy to fulfill it. It's not easy to do such computing. So most of those giga project and governmental focus is going toward having everything on the cloud. Also, last thing is I would like to mention is the vision. If you see the movement in Saudi that we can see right now, which is going in a very fast track, it's going and touching all the pillars of the vision. So all of our day-to-day work and business that we do is attaching to this pillars and to this vision. So the quality of life, the digital transformation, the economy, the investment, all of that is linked to the support from the country. So the other thing, even we are providing the support because the authority, they have a pressure to provide the support as well to the national and the international. Attracting the international business, we have our slogan and that we use it, which is go to Saudi. And our Ministry of Investment in Saudi, they have another one called Invest in Saudi as well.
Yeah.
So the whole country is moving toward this direction, Elias.
Definitely. This is, we can highlight the importance of the Saudi Vision 2030 that is giving the guidance for all the companies in the kingdom to move forward, and how you are leveraging on this vision with your partnership to offer some advanced solutions to your end customers. And this is very important. Okay, thank you so much. So I will initiate now the poll. It will flash on your screen. So please, I will give you a couple of minutes to answer the poll. I will give you the answers, and afterwards we'll move to the Q&A session. Okay. So we have here 4 questions, and please take your time to answer them. A couple of minutes, and afterwards we have some questions here, and I will start with the addressing the questions. We have now 40% of participation for the poll. I'll keep it open to complete the session. So we can see that things are moving, and the interest in expanding the B2B business in Saudi Arabia is very important to majority of the attendants. Okay, I'll close the poll in a couple of seconds. Okay, thank you all for your participation. So just to give the feedback on the poll, do you have an interest in expanding B2B business into Saudi Arabia? We have 77% of yes. This is very important. What type of obstacles or risks are you facing as you attempt to break into the new market? A lot of people answered 38%, of course, talking about regulatory and policy. We addressed them in the panel discussion. Secondly, it's about security, definitely. What kind of services do you provide for the attendants? 50% are talking about SaaS, 46% about IoT. PaaS is only 4%. And what is your solution contributing to the Saudi digital transformation? Majority of the people are saying that technical support capabilities, legal and regulatory compliance, and network development. Okay, thank you all for your answers. I'll move now to the Q&A session. I have here a question from Alex. In CloudLike, we are doing data sovereignty tools since 2009. It allows users to have in-country cloud storage rather than foreign Dropbox iCloud. Usually our customers are telecom operators like Zain. We are approaching Zain almost 5 years already, but getting no interest. Could you please advise how to find the right people inside Zain KSA for this product? So it's about data sovereignty tools.
5 years ago, the cloud itself was not developed. So definitely we were not having at that time the vision, and it was not clear, to be honest with you. So definitely we will be more than happy. We have our Zain Drive, which is as mentioned in the question, replacing the Dropbox or iCloud or whatever. But definitely we are very open, because this is what we say to our partner. As long as you have a strong product, don't try to convince me. I'm convinced. Just provide anything you have. The most important thing is the end customer. If the end customer is convinced, then please be my guest. Your product is more than welcome. We have our cloud is your cloud. So definitely we can share our contact, and we can share. I'm not sure, Elias, how do you prefer to have this privately or publicly? We are very open for such. My LinkedIn profile is open, definitely. So you can, Alex, text me, and I will put you in touch with our partnership team, and we see how we can take this further. And this is a question for everybody. I'm very open. Please just try to link and connect with me. It will be my pleasure.
And actually, it answers two other questions about how to cooperate with Zain, and you definitely talked about it, Saad, the importance of having ecosystem, the importance of developing partnerships. So you are totally open to it whenever the product is also providing additional services. So yeah, this could be a good solution to contact directly Engineer Saad. And for those asking how to have access to this webinar, definitely it is recorded and it will be online afterwards. So we have here another question again for you, Saad, is what is the process of partnering with Zain for SaaS products, uploading on Zain Cloud and revenue sharing?
All of our partners and all of our, and this is, we call the success of our story of having the SaaS. All of our partners, we are working with them in open book, transparent book, and it's a revenue share. So we do the calculation based on the contribution of every party. Then we agree on a percentage. And as mentioned before, the marketplace agreement and the master partnership agreement is already ready for review and for signature. So as long as we have that and we do the analysis and your product is working with our, definitely it's an open stack, as mentioned by Lee, which is the Apsara stack. So we can put it on top of our cloud. Definitely the customer can leverage on that, and it will be our pleasure to have your company part of our and your product part of our SaaS offering.
So here's third question. It's about the difference between cloud computing and mobile computing. What are the security benefits of each?
I'm not familiar with the mobile computing. We are focusing all in the, to be honest with you, in the cloud computing. And the most important thing regarding the security, we don't see and we don't say this one is more secure than the other one. We have a framework and ask from the regulatory, and they did all the needed items that has to be achieved. So what we work on, we go to the main authority of the cybersecurity and the main authority of the data security as well. And we ask them for the requirements, the main mandates and requirements for such framework. So they provide the framework and we work on that, and we told them we have, for example, it's a cloud computing or mobile computing, and they have certain requirements to be achieved. And this is why they have the tier of classification. And the tier of classification, by the way, this is a very important point. They keep reviewing it. So today you are in B, tomorrow you can be upgraded to C or downgraded to A. So it's not easy. In order to be at the top, you have to keep maintaining this regular visits and regular review of this framework.
Okay, thank you so much. I'll move to another question. It's about the plans for edge cloud. There is a need to address the operational technologies which requires low latency.
Again, which is back to the infrastructure. So if you have a state-of-art box and state-of-art stack, state-of-art cloud computing, but you have a problem on the last mile, or you have a problem in the connectivity, or you don't have redundancy, or the data center that you are hosted there is not certified from the reputable institute, tier 3 or tier 4, then you will be putting your customer and your partner at risk. So this is why we keep investing not only on the cloud and the ecosystem of the cloud, we keep investing also on the last mile and the infrastructure, which is the technology and the network infrastructure.
Okay, crystal clear. So here, beside the technology part, would this partnership between Zain and Alibaba contribute to exchanging, developing expertise in Saudi?
Yeah, 100%. And this is what we are focusing on. And Lee mentioned that about the team that we are having, the Chinese team that we are having in Saudi for Alibaba. They are not only the team that we are having managing the cloud. So we have multiple team, multiple nationality, and multiple task forces as well for each partner, for each product, for each customer. So we are investing as well in the manpower, we are investing on the resources, and we are investing in all the segments as well.
Okay, thank you. I guess you answered already this question during the panel, is what is Zain's strategy towards industry-specific SaaS workloads? What kind of cloud solutions do you have for SME companies?
Which is the business in a box. Fits on the SME, because the SME, they would like to have all-in-one. They would like to have everything easy to access and no time to deliver. And this is why we found a huge interest on the SaaS. And this is why a little bit we focus more on the SaaS more than the other offering.
So again, you have the business in the box for SMEs, but you can also customize solution, as you mentioned, to your end customers regarding their specific requirements.
Exactly, 100%. So for example, one of the products in the business in a box, which is the smart attendance, we don't provide it only for SME. We provide it for ministries, for example. One of the customers is willing to have, for example, for his employee. Let's say the customer having, for example, 1,000 employee. Definitely, we can offer it. But the business in a box, we try to make as much as easy as possible to the SME, because the SME is looking for, usually the SME, they start the business, and the entrepreneurs and the startups without having ERP because of the cost. They avoid putting the cost. Without CRM because of the cost. Without CCTV, without mail as a service, they go public on any public domain. Without having the storage they go public. So when we go and tell them it's very cheap because it's on public, but it's on country. So you are not investing on data centers, you are not investing on hardware, it's all software. But what you will pay is exactly similar to what you will pay outside. The most important thing, Elias, just I remember it, is not only the SME, the e-channel. I mean, the e-commerce business in Saudi is booming a lot. And everybody is going crazy on the e-commerce. It's not before they go for the international brand, for the international e-commerce. Nowadays, all the international products, it's in national, local providers, e-commerce nationally. But those guys, if they don't have their setup in the country, then it will not be easy for them to go to the market, and it's not be easy for them to fulfill the customer requirements. For example, without CRM, they cannot manage the flood of the requirements coming from the customers.
So they don't need to invest in CapEx. They only have, let's say, OpEx solution accessible via the cloud with the SaaS model.
Yes, and we provide, and this is very good point, Elias. We convert all the CapEx investment to OpEx, which is the subscription, monthly subscription. So what we offer to the customer is monthly subscription. We don't offer, we don't have any part of our offering on a CapEx model to make it easy for deployment, easy for customer, easy to manage the budget as well of the customer for budget allocation.
And this is also very important for SMEs because it lowers definitely the amount of money they have to invest initially to launch a new product or even to start a company.
Even for large corporation, Elias. Recently, we start seeing large corporation and even government, they are splitting the budget that they have because they have a huge pressure from the digital transformation pillar, and they have to meet such KPI, but they cannot do, for example, mail as a service and multiple products in the same year. So by moving and shifting from CapEx to OpEx, then you minimize the investment on monthly basis, so they can carry over the budget they have it, and they can investment in other projects to meet their KPI.
Definitely, shifting their investment to their business.
It's a budget allocation at the end of the day. You help them keeping the budget, not to invest the whole budget.
Definitely. Thank you. Here we have a question from Samer Bitar. He's saying we're actually customers of Zain Cloud and hosting our SaaS platform in KSA since last year. So we have a question here to Yi, mainly. He would like to know how much Alibaba, from your end, are willing to invest to grow the current capabilities and service offerings of the local cloud, potentially moving it to a full-featured Alibaba region with a complete feature set.
Yeah, so talking about the investment of the local market, actually the mission of Alibaba Cloud is in local for local. So no matter what we do, it's for local. So we will have the local dedicated team here to support the SMEs and also the big enterprises and also our partners. So it will be a full function, like I'm from the marketing team, and also we have the SA team and technical team and also the business development team. We are all together here to support the local business. This is from the human resources. We support them. And talking about the Saudi Arabia, if you read the newspaper online, we are the largest cloud service provider in Saudi Arabia. We launched a new joint venture in Saudi Arabia in 2022 with the local partners that include Saudi Telecom and EWTP Arabia Capital. We are the only one have the 2 data centers in Saudi Arabia. So with the data stored within Saudi Arabia, the 2 data centers will offer customers in Saudi in a local option to utilize global leading cloud capabilities with high availability, scalability, and also security and sustainability. The new data centers provide a wide range of proven and secure cloud computing solutions, ranging from elastic compute, storage, network, to database, to cater for the surging business demand from industries such as retail, fintech, internet, and so on along their digitalization journey in this region. And also for UAE countries, we have a data center here in Dubai, together with the Dubai Holding, and we are going to upgrade our data center here as well. So this is from the data center perspective. And also from the cloud credit supporting for our partners and us ISVs, we also launched a really big program last year from the global wise. So from all these support, and you can tell that we have the really big ambitions to invest in this local in this region. So we are definitely 100%. We'll do more investment together with the local partners and customers in the future.
Okay, thank you, Lee. I have here maybe the last question. Today, multi-cloud is a new norm. Would Zain in the future provide a bundle of services using cloud technologies from multiple providers?
Yes, 100%. This is very good question, and this is this is the new norm, and this is part of our strategy. Our cloud is Zain Cloud, is not only Alibaba Cloud, and this is what we want to emphasize on. So Zain Cloud, we are connected currently. We have the software, we have the stack, the Apsara stack, and in the future, definitely, because we built the infrastructure, we have the 2 zone in Saudi, we have the geo-redundancy, we have the classification. The classification is in our box, is in for Zain Cloud. So definitely, we are not in the far future. It is in the near future, and currently we are working on it to be and to provide multi providers and to help the customer select from the multinational names. And we are attracting the multinational name because we have the infrastructure as well. So we are telling them, okay, this is the box that we are having, and it is scalable. So what we have in Zain Cloud is scalable with all the vendor, with all the providers.
Okay. Just checking if we have another question, but no, we seem to have covered all the questions here. I think we've reached the end of this webinar. I would like really to thank you both for your participation and for this very rich exchanges, and for this fruitful partnership that you have, and especially again Zain for all what you are offering to the local market, and how you are helping all the companies and government entities in this solution that you are providing. Tony, would you like to add in a closing note?
Just I want to say that thank you for Zain, thank you for Alibaba. In fact, very good, and thank you, Yi, for the latest update about Alibaba data center here. It's really interesting for us also as Telecom Review. And Elias, thank you for moderating the session. Appreciated. Thank you very much. Hope to see you at another event or at Telecom Review Summit soon. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Elias. Thank you, Lee. Thank you, Tony. Thanks a lot.
Thank you all.
Thank you.